When you're an investor on the bleeding edge, this is how a typical business trip might look. You leave your compound in Kenya and head northeast in a private plane to Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia. Hit the ground and meet up with members of your security team, some of them grizzled veterans of the world's most elite military units. Risk roadside bombs on a ride to the city with a convoy of armored trucks. Then survey your construction projects, including a new beachfront hotel that's not far off from occasional gunfire. And don't forget the flak jacket. Michael Stock is a war-zone real estate developer. He's pursuing an extreme version of that basic investor's principle: get in early.
It's just sort of untouched.
His DC-based firm, Bancroft Global Investment, already has projects under its belt in Mogadishu. The war-torn city has suffered through years of bloodshed, including the 1993 Black Hawk Down battle that left 18 American soldiers dead. But where some people see mayhem, Stock sees money. His first commercial effort here was a kind of industrial strength trailer park, a hotel on airport land with shipping containers refurbished as living quarters. The property has its own bar and dining area, and most nights it's overbooked with contractors and aid workers. Stock says it grosses around $2 million a year. His company also built a waterfront complex that the United Arab Emirates has now taken over. His most ambitious project so far was turning a seaside dump into what he's calling International Campus, a $6 million, 11-acre compound on the Somali coast, complete with suites, villas, and a beachfront pool. Stock spent 11 months constructing the site.
Bedroom with a queen-size bed, sort of sitting room here, small dining table there, kitchenette there.
It opened for business in April and has a coffee shop, dining rooms, and a trauma hospital. Guests include NGOs and visiting dignitaries. Some rooms top out at $500 a night. Investing in conflict zones like Somalia takes a strong stomach.
This road was literally, everything looked like this.
In Mogadishu, turf wars, anarchy, and extreme poverty have contributed to more than 2 decades of violence, leaving many buildings bombed out and bullet-strewn. But Stock, a 36-year-old Princeton graduate, isn't just anyone gambling on a far-fetched idea in a conflict zone. He also runs a security firm with contracts from the UN and African Union. Since 2008, the nonprofit has been training African peacekeepers and Somali soldiers in everything from bomb disposal to counterinsurgency tactics, as they've waged a battle against Al-Shabaab, the Somali Islamic group tied to Al-Qaeda. Stock insists his men aren't mercenaries. He calls his trainers mentors instead. Still, some worry that the actions on the front lines by companies like Bancroft face too little scrutiny. But even some of those critics acknowledge that the contractors were there when few others would come, and that soldiers, with Bancroft's training, have helped beat back the militants. Stock is betting on a version of history that says all hot zones eventually cool down, and when they do, capitalism can bloom.
They even opened a new market in a neighborhood to our left.
He's starting a concrete factory because he sees a business opportunity in a capital already being rebuilt. He's also exploring agricultural projects that will help service his hotels. This isn't Stock's first war zone investment scheme. In Afghanistan, he's built rental properties in Kabul and Herat. But around half of his 200 employees worldwide are currently working here in Somalia. For now, Mogadishu is experiencing a window of peace. The country has a new government, and Al-Shabaab is on the run. But not too far from the swimming pool and lounge chairs, and the areas of the city not fenced off and fortified with machine gunners, the scars of war remain. For the Wall Street Journal, this is Christopher Stewart in Mogadishu, Somalia.